Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Line 5 Showmatch game in Europe West. On the red side, we have. Oh, what the fuck? You said go. Wait, what does that mean? I'll count mute. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Line 5 Showmatch in Europe West. Today on the red side, we have the Scuttle squad, and on the blue side, we have RedBuffNemesis. I'm joined today by Belk as the color caster. Hello, Belk.
How you doing, Dewey?
Dude, I'm doing pretty swanky. So already seen a Zoe ban from Scuttle squad here.
Zoe,
mainly tugged at Chirita.
Zoe, one of the strong lane bullies in the mid lane. Lots of scuttle control, lots of ability to roam, and as usual, her ability to pop people with her E into RQ from a halfway across the map. Always unpleasant to play against. Katarina looks like a bit of a target ban. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, for sure. There has to be a target ban or Susop. I don't have his OP.GG up, but I can imagine a couple hundred games on Katarina being their reasoning behind it. And a Draven one too. I'm guessing these are quite some target bans here, not so much towards meta, but definitely towards the players themselves.
Well, Draven is a meta pick right now. One of the few AD carries that can actually be played in the bot lane without getting completely obliterated by some of the mages. Early game, really strong Draven, so ideally not going to be there. Morgana played into a lot of different comps. Her Black Shield and the Snare works really well together with a lot of mages and enables a lot of interesting picks. Darius and Yasuo taken out on the top side. Bullies. Wukong. Ooh.
Wukong first pick by Wu Moonby. Damn, that's some courage right there. To blind pick your only top laner that you are. I guess, man. But then again, this is definitely a flex pick that I see pretty often. I see people taking it mid lane and even occasionally sometimes jungle.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are seeing after the pro draft has already been taking place, so they will be picking things in pick order.
Oh.
So we know it's going to be Wukong top versus Camille. Yeah, I agree. Wukong is an interesting pick in the mid lane, but Wu Mumu, the Wukong one trick, I imagine he's whipping it out to show it off here tonight. Talia versus Nocturne. Nocturne, lots of ability to dive in and explode squishy targets. Talia, one of those. Swain in the mid lane versus Cassiopeia. I haven't seen a lot of Cassiopeia in this meta recently. Swain has been flexed in 3 lanes. He is strong. He has wave clear later on. Enables a lot of plays across the map with that champion. And lots of CC to lock people down too. Back into the bans. Irelia, unpleasant champion, but since all the picks are already taken care of, not much to say there. Pyke as a support, not a fun champ to play against. His ability to impact the mid lane is really, really unrivaled. It reminds me back of like season 3 Alistar roams where you never knew where he'd come from. He'd come from behind your bush and just smack you from out of nowhere. So probably a good idea to get rid of that champion.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. More bans coming down targeted towards top lane here, which is I guess indicating that Wukong was picked later into the draft here. So it definitely wasn't a blind pick. So I think that's pretty good to be solved. As you said, Swain is actually a great flex pick. I've seen him being picked in bot lane a lot. I believe your boy Bwippo picked it in Rift Rivals yesterday and got that sweet double kill on Team Liquid, I believe. Maybe not Team Liquid, another team. Regardless, it's a pretty strong pick right now. I think you'd agree with me.
Yep, looking at things here, we've got Lucian Nami versus Kaisa Braum. Lucian rocking the teleport, so he's probably going to be looking to make plays and be more aggressive and abuse the fact that he has the teleport to get back and maybe get a better item spiking time versus the Kaisa, who is going to be taking more of a defensive heal summoner here. I'm not sure I agree with that, especially versus a Nami, but we'll see how it goes for them. Kaisa is pretty decent at proccing Braum passives as well. Kaisa Braum, really good combo. We see it a lot for mid lane Kaisa more than we see it in the bot lane. So I'm kind of surprised to see it here in the bot lane. Seems
thanks to GT for that.
Yeah, it seems like these two teams are comfortable going with the old meta and having ADC supports versus each other. It seems to be, especially in pro play, falling out of favor. It's usually you only have it when one of your AD carries is is a god. Like double lift will pull him out, and nobody's gonna question it because we know what double lift can do. Whereas they may not be as comfortable with mages.
Well, let's see if these marksmen are the double lifts of the teams. And until then, we will see you in game. We can have a little break while we load in. See you guys in a minute. Goodbye. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. We're getting in game, and I might as well introduce the players. Over on blue side with Skull Squad, we have Wimumu in the top lane playing Wukong. We have Danger Moose playing Talia in the jungle. Super Salt playing the Slain in the mid lane. Toku Sentai and Kagura in the bot lane playing the Lucian and Nami duo.
And on the red side, we've got RedBuffNemesis with Camille being played, Axel's playing Camille, Reaver 570 playing the Nocturne in the jungle, Chirudo rocking Cassiopeia in the mid lane, Thoughts be bo1 on Kaisa, and Darubi playing Braum.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah, so Belk, how do you feel like these comps are going to fare against each other? Nocturne definitely not having too much pressure into level 6, and I think similar with Talia too, they both have quite impactful ultimates. How do you think this is going to play out from the Junko sides?
Generally speaking, Talia is going to have the upper hand. Same with Swain in the early game. Cassiopeia can bully him out a little bit if she manages to land her poisons and gets Twin Fang action going on there and get a bit of a pushing edge. But for the most part, Talia should have a bit of the upper hand and should be making plays early game and looking to invade this Nocturne. Nocturne has decent clear speed, but Talia is just impeccable in the jungle. Even with the nerfs, she is still decent in the jungle and should be able to clear across the map. Bot side, hard to tell how that's going to go with the Lucian Nami. A lot of sustain from Lucian Nami and decent damage as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think Nocturne's going to have a hard time dealing with this Talia. Definitely with the threat of volley, like kind of negating his spell shield to some extent. Just every tick of it is going to work against his spell shield timing, and then again the knockup straight into the ground is just really going to fuck him up. So we'll see how this plays out. But we see Talia opting for a red buff and straight into her top side here, maybe fearing that Nocturne's going to take her blue buff there.
I think she's
Definitely
waiting
not.
for the Scuttle here, and there it is. So
Okay.
she's going to take that really quickly and probably go to her blue buff and maybe look to make a play top side. Wukong taking a lot of damage trying to trade with the Camille.
Yeah, oh my gosh, he's almost dead.
Yeah, he took a wallop there. Camille is using Grasp of the Undying, which is a bit of a strange choice and not something that we see very often from Camille, but seems to be working in her favor.
He's definitely trying to look for this level 2 kill on the Wukong, but not quite finding it. Very close though in terms of HP. Wukong not getting the level 2 yet though. Finally he does.
Otherwise, I'm kind of curious to see where the Talia is going to choose to go. She is taking this ground, trying to clear her top side of the map. Nocturne has finally made his way over after clearing wolves. Swain, is actually being pushed in at the moment. Not doing a very good job of keeping the wave in a happy place.
Well, just a fight breaking out on the bot lane here, but I don't think it's going to equate to too much here. Nami and Lucian definitely getting engaged on Kaisa and Braum here, pushing them into turret. Already dominating the bot lane, which is perfect for them. Talia going in here, the threat of volley hitting down on Camille. Every single ability stick now. Wukong getting the final auto attack. This might be it. And it is. It's enough. The red buff slow is just too much for Camille to escape from. Burning Flash, that's the end of her, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to come back from that unless mistakes happen from the Wukong. Both summoners saved by Wukong picking up that kill. Same with Talia. Nobody having to use any summoners. Nocturne not in position to respond quickly enough. And Camille using her E, not able to clear enough distance to get away from the Talia. Unfortunate for her.
Yeah, definitely a perfect size himself there by Danger Moose. It was very well predicted for a movement there. Unfortunately, Axels did not flash in, so he got punished for it. Very well played by them.
And it looks like the Nocturne is interested in making a play topside, but I'm pretty sure Wukong's just going to bounce and maybe teleport back. And Nocturne actually showed himself. That's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, further giving blue side more power here in the bot lane, giving them the ability to know that Nocturne is top lane and they can punish bot lane even more and push harder, which is what they're already doing before, but it seems they laid off a little bit with Nocturne going into Fog of War.
Yeah, and with Talia knowing Nocturne is on the top side, right away Talia enters jungle. It's the last camp remaining there, giving him even less options on the bot side of the map. He's going to come back and not find anything here.
Yeah, that is quite unfortunate. Talia very well playing this. No Nocturne was topside and punishing him quite sincerely for it, and yeah.
Currently, we've got Lucian up a bit in CS. Thought to be bo1 has already used all of his potions. It's a good thing he has that Doran shield to try to sustain a little bit. But at this point, this Lucian could take some ridiculous trades since he has the teleport to get back into the lane and not lose out anything. He can keep punishing them really hard if he chooses to here.
Definitely, for sure. With the ebb and flow from Nami as well, the high healing and damage that it offers is really good for Lucian. His jumping in and putting out a lot of damage, and then Nami being able to heal him for that, and kind of erase the trade that Kai'Sa and Braum took back onto them.
A really nice trade topside by Wukong, managing to do a good chunk of damage to Camille. He's down a level despite the kill, and alright.
Yeah, I'm completely behind, but it looks like not quite, no. Maybe when Wukong gets this level 6, we can see his engage. He still does have flash, and he knows that Camille's flash is down, and he's going in, he's looking for the kill. Unfortunately, he does not get it. The hook shot, Camille, bring her back to safety. Wukong not able to close out the kill and engage her on bot lane. An exhaust coming down on Lucian, but he's just on a Kai'Sa with the ignite. The concussive bonus coming down on Lucian, but it's not going to be enough. And Lucian's just going to walk all over that bot lane. Disgustingly high damage, and there's nothing the red side can do against this.
Yeah, like we mentioned, this lane is very difficult for the Kai'Sa to win with the high damage output and the healing, and especially when they started that fight already down half their health. It's not an easy trade, and it's not exactly the best fight to be taking when you're already down like that.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, unfortunately. Red side taking a beating. Quite forced under turret here, and almost 20 CS behind here. Well, 10 now, actually. That was really bad math, but even being forced off this wave directly under their own turret. Just a super oppressive lane from a blue side here, and played even more perfectly, so...
Right, and they don't even have the ability to get back in the wave and equalize the matchup, so they're just gonna fall further and further behind. Lucian, whenever he wants to, he could go back, pick up a BF sword pretty soon here, and just start walking on these guys.
Yeah, just teleport right in. He can just keep up this pressure as much as he would like to. He has total control over this lane. And while Red Side really want to stop that with their poke, it's just not good enough, unfortunately. They're really suffering at this point.
Yeah, I think the turnaround might happen if this Nocturne hits 6. He is a full level away now, so there is a salvation at hand at some point. Braum can connect with his Qs and maybe turn that around and pick it up. They do have the heal advantage, which Lucian does not have.
Yeah, we actually compare junglers, and there's actually a massive CS gap here. The Talia invade on the bot side actually made this in her favor by quite a bit, and very well played by her. Top lane gank coming down now on top lane. We'll see if the seismic shot connects. Unfortunately, not so. The hook shot keeps coming out to safety.
Yeah, hook shot range is pretty intense there. I'm surprised that connected. That was pretty far off the wall, and he just sneaks it off. It's I always underestimate how far that champion can close gaps and what safety she is afforded with that ability. It's always a pain in the butt to play against.
For sure, and Axel's taking advantage of that perfectly. I'm really interested to see how this level 6 play is going to work out by Nocturne. He now does have level 6, so the Paranoia is available for him to use, and we're going to see which lane he uses this on and how it's actually going to affect her. Maybe looking for a counter gank here. The seismic shove coming down on Chirita in the mid lane. Don't think anything's going to come of it. He flashes away. Unfortunately, not the threat of volley, not being able to connect, and Chirita is safe. Both summoners burned by him there, and neither burned by blue side here, Scuttle Squad.
The Super Sub did not have the mana to pull his ult. Not have much mana in his kit available for him. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure Chirudo should have died there. A bit unfortunate on the timing there. Nocturne choosing not to use his ultimate to join that fight. Not that there was a whole lot that he could do to turn that. We have to keep in mind that Talia, her ultimate, while useful for objective control and making plays around the map, not a combat ability. Nocturne's ultimate does a fair chunk of damage, so in a direct confrontation, I'm pretty sure this Nocturne should walk on this Talia. But so far, Talia playing it really well, staying away from the Nocturne and making plays on the map, nonetheless.
Definitely smart from her, taking a really proactive approach to this game. 20 farm up on the Nocturne, a kill 2, and she's shown a lot of presence in both top lane and mid lane now. Whereas Nocturne is kind of lackluster on both. He's down in farm. He's struggling to impact his losing lanes, being bot and mid lane. I think those are the lanes which seem to be suffering the most. Maybe not mid, actually. I see now he's actually got CS advantage, but his position doesn't seem to favor him as much in lane as it does top lane, for example.
Right now, I'd really like to see the red buff Nemesis make a play on this bot side. They have a ward, or they had a ward deep inside of the bush on the side here, and Nocturne ult with a Camille should be able to pick up something. They can't escape the Camille ultimate if they land it, and the Nocturne being delivered right there would be really nice for them. Looks like they're gonna try for it.
Yeah, the Paranoid coming down here on Talia with the Reaper's Wall. They're looking for the pick here. They flash onto the Talia. The seismic shove knocking away Camille. This might not be enough. Oh, secured by Nocturne in break wall, soaking so much damage. The TP coming down from a movement behind the back line now here. He's going in. The Cyclone not popped yet. The Q easy taking the kill. Lucian looking for the return kill. Cyclone getting a massive knocker, but not quite enough to take any more lives. It was a 2-for-1 trade in the favor of Skull Squad. We used to see a engage here on the mid lane. The Demonic Ascension popped by Super Soul. Not enough to go through it. He flashes and he hits his E ability. Wow, so much going on all over the map.
Yeah, no summoners for Cassiopeia in that all lane did previously in the gank, so that works out in Swain's favor. As I had requested, red side makes a play on the bot side, not able to pick up any objectives off of that play. Oh, good teleport by Wukong to respond, and a good ultimate there. Nope, I would have liked to see them pick up the dragon after that fight, just to take it off the map and try to get something going with these neutral objectives. 12 minutes into the game, no dragon taken, no tower taken. I'd like to see them accelerate this and try to get Snowball going.
Yeah, I felt like the dragon play may have been somewhat of a risk because there were 2 players down which they lost in the bot side, and it's only Nami and Lucian. I don't think Nami's actually alive. I think it was just Lucian and Wukong there to contest the dragon versus the 3 people on the bot side. Maybe they could have done it with Swain. I definitely feel like they should have taken advantage of something there. I definitely agree with you.
It looks like we got Talia looking again on the side.
Yeah, she's going in here. Seismic shove not quite connecting, but Lucian's going in here. Looking for the kill in Breakable Wall again. Soaking so much damage. Very well played by them.
I like the blue side is taking advantage of the vision that's been afforded here. They've got a pair of pinks, and they've got River covered pretty well. Hard for them to make plays.
Yeah, Nocturne maybe looking for another engage here. He does have the Paranoia available to him, if my eyes are not mistaken me. And he goes in on Lucian. He's taking the kill, the seismic shove. Completely dodged by Nocturne there. Very well stepped back, but Brum's looking for more. Maybe not so much. The Mausman comes down, but the never move hits Brum. Both sides kind of walking back and forth here, kind of dancing around. The seismic shove hits and connects. The Glacial Fissure coming down, but not enough. And Swain picks up the kill. Talia even. The one Ascension, Swain's looking for more here. They don't have vision of the Tri-Bush, but they're just going to take the blue buff instead. Brilliantly played by blue side of Scott Squad. I think it was well played, yeah. Seismic Shove was brilliant pick on Brown.
It's always a bit unfortunate whenever you see a Nocturne use his ultimate not opportunity, especially with the masteries of runes, that give him cooldown on assists. Got to play.
Under the Reverse Wall coming down here, the Seismic Shove connecting. This is looking like a kill for Swain and Talia. Maybe not quite, unfortunately. Nocturne coming in, maybe 2, and they do actually pick up the kill. I think it was the never move from Swain that actually picked up their Chirta having no sums available to him. He did burn heal earlier in the fight, but wasn't enough.
Yeah, I'm not sure if her flash had just come up or was available for her to get out of that. But either way, not escape another gank from the Talia in the mid lane. Yeah, it's starting to look pretty rough.
Yeah, blue side Skull Squad are always a step ahead of red side, it feels, as we saw Talia gets red buff. He's taking mid lane before Nocturne even gets there, so he's having no power over these counter ganks or protecting his own laners from them. So blue side really on the proactive side, especially Danger Moose. I have to give it to him. He's playing this out brilliantly, and he's really taking on his role as a proactive jungler, and specifically in the early game, he's doing great. Nocturne actually looking for a kill here on the top side. I think Mu's gonna eat safety, but the Hextech ultimatum coming down. A brilliant clone by him. He flashes away to safety. Maybe looking for the kill. Mel takes the auto attack. Is she gonna live? She just does. Brilliantly played by red side.
And the clean escape from the Talia. Ooh, that was risky waiting out as long as she did there. good play by the Nocturne. Seeing that there was no camps for him to take and finding the kill onto the Wukong, who was a bit extended there.
Just a little bit punished for it, as you said. Quite unfortunate indeed. See how Blue Side actually held this massive lead. They have, well, I say massive, it's only 2k, and they do have a single turret in their favor. But Gold Lead's definitely quite evident in the jungle position and the bot lane. Lucian having 30 plus farm over Kai'Sa, and similarly, Talia having almost 30 farm over Nocturne too. I think both these players themselves are actually playing out the lane in their position pretty well. I think you have to agree, Bill.
Yeah, I definitely agree. A big chunk of the Gold Lead came from taking that first, well as the farm and the kill advantage here. I'd like to see them keep pushing that. Right now, no response from Cassiopeia or Nocturne to their
Paranoid coming in here in the top lane. Looking to engage the tidal wave coming down to Camille, but it's not enough. Both people flash away. Oh, Lucian flashing in, looking for a tank on Camille. You can get that and the auto attack to finish him off. Axel's is dead. Nocturne may be looking for a... Yes, he does. He picks it up to a tank kill, and that's a 1-for-1 trade in the top lane.
That was a very messy fight by both sides there. Nocturne managing to get the kill with a sliver of health. Oh, sorry. I'm apparently cutting out. I'm gonna try to fix that.
Yeah, I do have to agree that it was crazily close there. Reaver almost being killed by Tokyo there. His Lucian is quite risky. They're flashing on Axel's like Camille. Very, very dangerous indeed.
Yeah, generally you want to
down on her Chirto and engage in the bot lane. A brilliant fucking stun. What's it called by Camille? The Demonic Ascension coming down. Super Soul's looking for, but unfortunately doesn't get it. Petrifying Gaze, that was it called. It was brilliant play, I think, by him on danger moves. Dodged the seismic shove straight into the Petrify, and then Chirito is able to flash away to complete safety.
Yeah, well done by Chiruto actually using her summoners to get away from the gank this time. For once, she has them up and is available to make a play with them. The repeat ganks by danger moves has kept them in a really difficult position.
Ooh, not quite. Cyclone is available to Wukong. I don't think they want to pressure him. I think this is a good opportunity for Dragon for them, actually.
Yeah, it would be, but it doesn't seem like they really want it. Oh, finally. Sorry, maybe
They're just dancing around it, it seems. Danger Moose is,
it's difficult for
just
to do it
gifting this to RedBuffNemesis.
Oh, and she steals it!
Wait, was that her smite?
Yeah,
I missed that.
So.
Wait, River still has smite available to him. That's I think that was the Runic Echoes on the Q combined with a little bit of burst from the concussive blows. Looking for a kill here maybe on Brown. The seismic shove is still available, but she doesn't quite get it. She's walking in. A TP being played down with Mumu on the top side. Paranoid coming straight in. Taking Danger Moose slides. The Cyclone hitting no one and chasing Kai'Sa in the bush below. And they're gonna get a second kill. That Dustblade pop was massive.
Yeah, Lucian was interrupted. His teleport was interrupted, but Camille died for it, and now they have nobody tower, so that'll be another objective taken by this Lucian in the top side for free. The advantages that the teleport can offer you is immense, as we're seeing here. The heal not paying off for Kai'Sa in the slightest.
Unfortunately not. And Rice discussions lately of nothing TP. I think are definitely valid. TP is a great tool to turn around fights, definitely in bot lane where it can be so volatile sometimes, and being able to TP on a minion or a ward, which is sometimes quite far behind the lane, is with the lane being moderately long, much longer than mid lane, but not so much as top. But the TP gives such an advantage of a kind of a counter gank without being the jungler. I think it's a very strong summoner spell, but unfortunately not used to maximum efficiency by Axel.
No, we've even seen some team comps run 4 teleports with a support like Braum taking Summoner's Spellbook to be able to swap out rapidly and have access to teleports just to be able to make plays across the map. It is actually an incredible tool, and I'm surprised that they're not using it. Only the one teleport here for Camille.
I think my summoners are actually bugged. It's telling me Camille doesn't have TP here. I think I called her out for using that. I don't think it was her. Oh, this may be a kill on Bomber at the tidal wave coming down. Not quite picking out the kill. Some fleet footwork there by the Ruby, able to walk away only with a sliver of HP there, and they do secure the mid lane tower. Scuttle Squad playing out the macro decently well as they're moving towards the bot side here.
Yep, they're taking control of the vision out of the places they're trying to play. Ideally, you want to take the vision before you move into the area, But in this case, they're so strong that even if they walk into anybody, they're going to be take that fight. Unfortunately, go ahead.
No, you, friend. You go ahead.
Unfortunately, neither team opting to take the Rift Herald, and she is now despawned, making way for Baron to come up here.
Red side maybe looking for a gauge and bot there. Special Fisher is available for Darubi to use, but the 4-man and the bot side and only Chirta here and Darubi available. I don't think they're definitely going to force this play. However, we do have the Hextech Ultimate and Paranoid combo available. So maybe Red side could look for a desperate play here. But with Baron up, it's quite of a risky play, I guess is you call it.
It is a risky play because at this point, even if you lock down either the Talia or the Lucian, Swain is still big and he's too tanky to burn down quickly, which will make it pretty awkward in a team fight.
But they're still going to be looking for her, the clone actually just keeping Wumu to safety.
That would have probably been the best opportunity. They were pretty split. It was 4 versus 2 in the bot side and they didn't pull the trigger. Nami was clearing waves and setting up Baron vision and Lucian and Swain mid lane.
Maybe looking for a solo kill on Darubi here, the flash forced by him. A brilliant seismic shove on Darubi from Danger Moose there. Almost working out as a pick, but I think that's actually going to give them mid lane pressure to be able to take the turret, or maybe even force a Baron play. What do you think?
I believe they're going to get this tower. Maybe
the
more.
Shot coming down here next to Ultimatum. Seismic shove keeping the safety, but the Paranoid coming down. Zonya's pop by and the Cyclone coming in here, destroying Nocturne's HP bar. Able to pick up the Danger Race slide. Holy moly, Lucian's coming here as backup. Able to completely sweep up Red Side's team. With 3-man Petrifying Gaze as well. Keeping Chirito to some safety, but I think that was a good effort played out by Exos and Reef with the Hextech Ultimatum and Paranoid combo. But just not good enough. The stopwatch, unfortunately, delaying that from Danger Moose. I think it was well timed by him.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they're too far behind in gold, so even if they get the picks, they're not able to capitalize on them. And now because of that, instead of just giving up a mid lane tower, they're now losing their inhibitor 21 minutes into the game, which is going to be very difficult to come back from.
Definitely, this is a big play from blue side, and I think the bot lane inhib actually offers a lot of pressure for them with Baron up. I'd like to see how they take advantage of it.
Ideally, they'd be making a play quickly here. Somebody has to respond to that top wave that's going to crash within the next 5 seconds. Camille is already on the way there. The Dragon's not spawning in. They're just milling about. Ideally, they could have maybe looked, especially since there's no vision whatsoever on Baron, looked to make a play there quickly. I'm not sure if my summoners are bugged, but it looks like they have 3 teleports available at the moment.
The mine are definitely bugged because no one has teleports, so I'm going to take your word for that one. And the 2 teleports does actually work in favor of blue side, I think, because they can look for split push options here. Maybe trying to crush on these second inhib, these 2 more inhibs, top side and mid here. But we'll see how they take advantage of those TPs.
Yeah, generally speaking, before you make a Baron play, you want to push in the wave and get as much vision as possible from your minions. Fortunately for RedBuffNemesis, they still have their middle tower here.
Paranor is available to Reef. We'll see how he takes advantage of this. Axorzus does have Hextech Ultimate, and they have no vision of the Baron at the moment, though, so we'll see how Scuttle Squad plays this. It's getting dangerously low. Camille goes in, the Hextech Ultimate played it. Brilliant seismic shove, and they just completely bust her down. Nocturne looking for his opportunity now. He comes in. Wow, smited to 13 HP by Nocturne. That was incredibly close, but ultimately secured by Danger Moose. Wow. Close.
They went for it. They went for it. Like I said, no vision in the Baron pit, no pinks available for them to put down to try to contest that vision. So now a very tall ask for them to try to hold this mid wave with empowered Baron minions. Cassiopeia doesn't have the fastest wave clear, and they're just going to melt this down.
Yeah, and with 2 teammates down, it's even harder for them to defend. Have to give it to Reaver. That was a pretty bold move to take. Using the Paranoid to maybe prevent vision of the Baron HP, but it didn't work out in his favor. I think it was 13 HP. I saw a little sliver of HP before it was taken away by Danger Moon. So.
Yeah,
wow.
It was definitely close. That's why you really want to take a 50-50 when you're ahead. You never know when somebody can manage to snipe it away from you.
Big flash blade by Dots be Boolin there. Away from the seismic shove by Danger Miss. But I think this Baron play may actually
Just end the game.
yeah, secure the win for Skull Squad here. They do have a 12k gold advantage, which is pretty huge, I have to say. And I believe the game's ended because I'm fast forwarding extremely quickly. And they did just beat down on Nexus. Unfortunately, I did not get to play-by-play that play, but there was a 5-man ace on the side of Skull Squad, and no summoners were blown from bot side, and they're all alive, so that gold lead definitely working advantage, and the Baron play. So props to them, they secured out that game relatively quickly, and yeah.
Yeah, the jungle plays Talia. We talked about how she would impact the early game, how she'd be looking for plays, and she did absolutely that. She went across the map, blew summoners, got kills, did everything that you would want a Talia to do in the early game. Nocturne even got counter jungled after he showed himself in the top lane. The lack of teleport on the bot side really hurt Thoughtsby Boolin's ability to keep up in CS and pressure. Unfortunately for them.
Yeah, I think you'd have to agree. Dangerous really stepped up this game, and if I was going to give anyone MVP, definitely him. The man was all over the map. Huge impact wherever he went, even impacting Nocturne's jungle and setting him behind so early in the game. We saw that 20 CS lead for like 5 minutes, not 5 minutes, but like almost 10 minutes. That was super crazy. I think Dangerous was definitely the man of the match.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's all for this game, guys. I think there's going to be another one next, which is between the Uncoachables and Scuttle Squad. So we will see the same team, which was on blue side, play out again, but against a different team. Thank you very much for tuning in. You can find Learning Fives. All of the social medias just /Learning Fives. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next
20
game.
minutes.
20 minutes, yeah. So, see why you at, gamers.